everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to episode 14. In our last episode, we got a brand new ore sorting plan, which is pushing out so much material. We have so much. It almost is we're using it as a stockpile as well now, which is pretty cool. Um, yeah, we're getting a lot of dirt as well as a lot of rock. Um, and we're also, if we have a look onto our third extension here, it's doing pretty good. And we are definitely leveling this out and slowly, I don't know how you have dug yourself into a cove here, but let's just recover both of you really quick. Yeah, so we're digging ourselves a little cove here by the looks of it. What we've also done is we're trying to clear out our concrete here to make more space here. We're going to make our refinery a lot bigger. Now, for our wire, we are making it. We have enough people, we can actually unpause both of these. And that's waiting on the wire, which is all right. What I'm going to do with this, how can I access this? This side? No. I feel like that was the top one. There we go. That's the bottom one, I believe. Yeah. I'm going to set that as a priority out too. And that will split it up. So this one's also running now. And definitely producing heaps of copper, heaps of iron. Now we just need to get our steel production up and running. Trying to think how we're going to do this because we've set this up sideways here, which isn't going to be an issue, especially once we get rid of these houses here. Which, how are we going over here? We're slowly getting there. We are definitely chewing into it, which is good. Definitely chewing into our copper as well, which is good. And how is our iron going? We've almost got it connected. Cool, so after they do that, yeah, we'll just leave it for now. We'll just monitor it. We do have a lot of iron here. Our fuel is going pretty good as well. We have a lot of sulfur. A lot of sulfur. Output is full of water at the moment. Still have a lot of sour water though. Probably our next big upgrade is probably going to be our refinery here. Yeah, I'm thinking so. It'll probably be our refinery. Because this will all be expanded out by then too. And we'll have a bigger ship with more oil. We're actually going to store oil on this island. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. That's alright. We have 29 homes available. So let's have a look at what else we can do. We can make some biodiesel, which we don't need yet. What we do need, recycling. Now, that would probably be handy to get some resources back, but I think we've got so much of it, I'm not too worried about that just yet. What I do want to look at doing is getting our glass up and running though, which we do need sand for. And I believe we make them in the mixer, so let's just have a quick look at what we need for that. Glass mix. We can use less sand and less limestone. There we go, we can make our fertilizer level 2. We're not quite ready for that yet though, so we won't worry about that, but the glass mix is what we will be worried about. So let's try, first of all we need to get our steel connected. It's probably going to be our first thing we do. How are we going to set that up? That is completely full. Everything is full over here, which is good to see. And we're also making our tier 2 parts as well, which is also good to see. We should also be making our tier 3 parts, except we've got not just steel on this line, we've also got iron, so yeah, that could be a bit tricky, I think. Yeah, that's going to be a bit tricky. I guess we'll work that out when we get to it. At the moment, I'm not too worried about it. It is pretty full of steel. But we are going to need those tier 3 parts. So what I'm thinking is we've got wood traveling under there. I'm thinking if we get ourselves another flat conveyor here and go up the one higher, and then if we just remove those 3 there, we should be able to grab a conveyor and connect it straight up to there, which we can. And then we're going to connect up to there, and that's going to have steel running onto that line. Yeah, that's what we want. Just wondering if it'd be worth getting our tier 3 parts over there. So it turns 24 into 12. Let's just boost these. Let's have a look. Right. Look, our limestone's building up, which is alright, that's no issue. We will get our limestone over here by a conveyor once we've sorted out our situation over here. Now, I do not want trucks to be delivering to here. We're going to set that up for all of them. Yeah, replace that there. And we'll do the same thing here as well. Cool. And then for these ones here, we want the same thing. We do not want trucks to be, don't want trucks to be bringing anything over here or taking out of these. Otherwise we're going to have those constant errors popping up. Let's have a look. Looks like we are paying our loan back off. Let's also pay this loan off here, just to get rid of it. And let's pay this loan off as well. Okay, now let's put 1,000 straight onto this. Okay, that's used a little bit. Our trucks are going to get very busy all of a sudden. To load everything back up. Oh, that's just killed our power. Should have some more trucks heading over. Sweet. That is exactly what we want. There we go. It is now running again. Okay. Looks like we're getting a lot flatter out here, which is very good to see. We are slowly expanding away here. Once we open this up, then we have access to the sand, which is what we're currently waiting on, because I don't think we have any more sand here. We do not. We've got these guys over here doing nothing. Okay. Oh, waiting for trucks. Okay. And the guys that are here have moved away from there. They're now, yeah, they're all working here. So our trucks are extremely busy. Right, so let's so we currently have 103 workers. Alright, we've used all of our concrete, which is beautiful. Let's unpause that line and let's get rid of this whole assembly here, because we don't need this anymore. This can be gone. It's slowly consuming our parts here. Now I might just pause that one for now. We might even just get rid of that one altogether and unpause this. And with that, we're going to get rid of all of these belts as well. We can even do it like that. Make it a bit easier on ourselves. We'll get rid of all of that. Now, we have our research over here. I'm just thinking we could probably save ourselves the hassle here and some workers as well, if we just set it up so these get trucks to bring parts over here. Thinking that would probably be a bit more efficient, as well as our parts over here. We will get rid of those as well and have them being made over here. Now, what's the other part we need? We need level 2s, which are over here currently, which we should be getting some back from all of these belts here. I've actually probably taken them back here. Yeah, see, we have a lot of iron ore in here, plates, a bit of concrete. There's a lot of copper in there too. Yeah, okay. They are slowly clearing them though, which is good to see. Now, it does look like our food's going down. We do have a lot of food up here though. So it's just them not quite stocking it up. I'm actually going to get rid of that line as well, because that has no need for being there. We're also going to upgrade that one real quick. We're going to say why all of these are open here. We're going to say that vehicles can bring parts to them, which we should see very shortly. Yeah, here we go. They're starting to queue up now. Just add that as a high priority again. Yeah, it's not quite there. I don't think it will even get there. We don't have a whole lot of coal sitting here at the moment. That would be because some other places are getting it. We definitely got all these excavators pretty much working. We've got them at about 80% between all of them. Some of them are sitting a little bit lower, but they are generally all working, which is good to see. Now, surely they didn't add any interest. No, they didn't. Most of that was interest that we paid. We paid 18,000 in just interest. Still 11,000 remaining in the interest. So, and that is with not paying it off. That was the whole issue of it. But in saying that, we do have plenty here. We have heaps. Seems like our lines are pretty full as well. But anyway, let's get this set up. So for sand, reckons it's going to come out of B. B is the second one. We have definitely unlocked our trains. Could be something. Could be something we look at. It's just pretty tight at the moment to try and make space for it. That's going to be the issue. These guys have almost got through. Our iron is completely full. Yeah, we're producing so much of it. That's alright though, I'm happy with that. So let's create another setup here. I don't really want to cover this area. I sort of want to build it on this side here. So let's just quick remove all of that, as well as that as well. And we can just quick remove that as well. Okay, now, you know what, since we've got points, let's just start queuing up all of this research here. It won't hurt, so let's queue all of it up. Just to get something happening at least. You know what, we have the people as well. Let's load some more krill on here. Have I got? Oh yes, I have got the armor. That's alright. Let's go and... You know what? Let's go battle that. Yeah, our battle score is 190, so we're pretty strong. We should be able to fight a lot of things. I think we got some edicts to use as well. No. We do also have plenty of food. We got plenty of food. Are you taking from here at all? No, these are not. Oh yeah, there's some trucks queued up to take some stuff from there. Plenty of coal in there. Almost backed up on coal again, which is a good sign. Now we should have some trucks going to pick up a lot of that coal to drop it off here to start paying this off. Oh, the buffer's closed. Opens in 2 months. Cool. Right, so let's say that's going to request steel because we have a lot of it. Let's unboost all of these as well. The 24 turns to 12. Okay. So let's grab it this here. And you know what? Let's use that doing there. Got that little one. Let's grab this again. Let's build it this way. Something a little bit different. I'll come a little more off center to it. And what we'll do is we'll put the slag together. Okay, we'll probably go do more like that. And then what we can also do is we can say that in between here we can have iron and coal as well. Okay, we'll run this down here. These can be for here. Okay, that's our coal. We'll back this up just a tad. And we'll throw this on top of all of this stuff. And chuck that there. Alright, now if we grab ourselves some U-lifts, run it there. For all of those. Oh, that was a bit too high, so let's try that again. There we go, that's what I'm after. Place all them down. Now, we're probably going to be looking at recycling some of the it's recycling attic. Where is our there exhaust scrubber, which just needs water. Couple of different things. CO2 is going to be a big issue until we can start making some graphite rods. That's not till we get... Oh, that's an arc furnace level 2. Where is our arc furnace level 1 then? There it is. Unlocking this will give us access to that, making graphite, but I think it's, yeah, CO2 refining. So that's not till we get research labs level 3, which is the next step after. That requires our electronics. That's not a worry though, we can definitely do something with that. Anyway, so to make the steel, We then need to grab our oxygen furnace. This takes 24 to 12. So we need 4 of those. So if we go here, let's go to, oh yeah, this will work, oxygen furnace. These are a lot bigger. Might try to flip these so they're a lot closer. Actually, we've got to put it the right way first. That makes a big difference. And we'll go a little bit further back. And we've got these on the left-hand side, so we'll do it like that. So the exhaust comes out the same area. Yeah, we'll just do that, and then we can just copy those two and place them there. Cool. Now we can connect these up here. This is going to block a bit of traffic that wants to go through here, but that's alright, they can just go around. We connect all of those up. Yeah, just connect those up. And then after that, we need the cooled caster. This takes the 12. So we can chuck these, I'm going to say, if we were to line them up, we're going to have an issue. So if we off-center them, yeah, we're going to have a big issue there. Oh no, we can still make this work. Oh, but then the second one's going to be offset. Okay, so maybe let's try something a little bit different. Let's try this. So if we were to place them like that, yeah, like that. No, definitely not. So we got to flip them around so the water's on the other side. And we can place them hard up against there. Then if we were to copy that and... yeah, no, that's not going to work either. Yeah, right, okay, this is proving to be a bit of a challenge to try and figure out the best way to sort these out. I do want to go this way, but I don't think it's going to want to go this way. What about if we were to do this then? What about if we chucked that one in line with that? No, we're going to have to go one off. So if we go like that, and then the other one lined up to the center of it, that'll work. Copy that, we can paste that same thing there. Yep. And that gives us the room to set up one of those there, and we can run this straight down here. Not like that at all. Okay, connect that up. And then run this one straight across like that. And then with our material, we can just connect these up like so. Yeah, cool. Alright, that looks a lot better. This won't be here after we're done that, so the trucks will be able to go around this way. Look at all this space. We've got so much space after we've cleaned that up. Got heaps of space. Alright. That hasn't connected up. Why? There we go. Now it has. Okie dokie. Right. Now, with our slag, we're going to have to run it all over the top of this stuff. So I'm thinking we grab a U-shaped lift and ran something like this. What we can do is something like that. Connect that onto that. Yeah, okay. I think we got something going on here. We might actually be moving our whole refinery from there, moving it over here. Might be a better alternative for us, and then we can send all of our resources straight down the line here. It does cramp up this a bit, but we don't really need too much out of it. So yeah, let's stick with that. We'll copy this and chuck this over in the free section just there, and we will just quickly build that, and we'll just quickly demolish that one. So we'll just go quick remove and quick remove and quick remove, and then just unity it. Cool. Nice, quick and easy move. Let's check this loan out real quick. I don't know if we're paying it off, but we can definitely lower the number. Definitely. And we're about to lose power again. Wish it didn't take from here at all. That's alright, our trucks will be busy for a short minute just while they're grabbing all the coal. Looks like we do have a lot of trucks dumping here still with coal in them. So we're definitely clearing out this mountain here. Which is good to see, and we're still slowly expanding here. Got a lot to go there. Once we get our next level vehicles, we'll be moving a lot more material quicker, which will be good. But anyway, let's keep going with this. So that's going to be our... Whoa, I just had a look at that. That's what I wanted. Now these are going to be using water. So we'll set something to the side here for water. Face it that way. That shouldn't be an issue. Now what, we'll even grab that and chuck it over here near our cold casters. We'll face it that way. And what we'll do is run it straight over the... What's this? Yeah, that's one up. Run it straight across here. Yeah, I really don't like the look of that, but You know what? It works. We're going to stick with it. Oh, but that won't work at all. Yep, it'll work. We'll get it to work. So you know what? Just to make that look a lot nicer, let's go here and do the same thing. And the same thing up here as well. So we'll leave. Actually, what we'll do is we'll copy this. We will copy this whole build here, part of it, and chuck a bit of space. Between it. Yeah, it is not going to like that one bit. Okay. No, that's alright. We can definitely still work with it. By doing something like that. That will work. Okay, we'll run that straight across there as well. So now we have a little, almost like a prefab. We can get rid of this. And what we'll do is we'll rotate these around. Like so. And we'll have a split for these. Oh, what are you not happy for? There we go. Yeah, happy now. Cool. And then what we'll do is we'll just clear off all of that real quick. And we're going to have to turn these bottom ones around as well. Okay, they should all be facing the same way now. Okay. So let's just quick build these ones real quick here. We have no parts being made. And that is because we have none of these parts being made. That's because we have no wood. Okay, so tree harvester. I'm gonna get you to keep harvesting. Where am I after this one here? Start clearing out these trees in here for now. Get whatever you can. If you can't reach, no worries, we can just clear them out a different way. Right, so we're going to clear all the trees on this island. That's going to be our wood shortage until we can get over to this island here. Which we'll consider soon about bridging off this island. This island has gold here. And we have resources to make aluminium. I think there's also titanium here somewhere. No, but they have a lot of sand. They do have iron ore though. And a little bit of copper, not much, but a little bit. Yeah, so there's titanium down in the pit as well as uranium. There's some uranium as well. Yep, there's also uranium there. Interesting. Bit of iron, a bit of copper, a little bit of oil there too. more aluminium, or backstride as they call it. Is that quartz? Yeah, quartz, cool. That would be nice to get into. Is that limestone? Yeah. Yeah, it's limestone. Sorry if I'm zooming in on a lot of stuff, it's because I play with HDR on, so it makes everything incredibly bright for me to see certain colours, which doesn't affect you or viewing the video. We also have crystal there, some sand there. Yeah, we definitely need to go over this sand. There isn't much here at all, so I'm going to say we're most likely probably going to be. There's a lot of sand. Oh, there it ends there, but there's a lot of sand out here that we can possibly dig down to grab. Which probably wouldn't be a bad idea eventually, until we do get over to this island here. Which, in saying that, making some amphibious vehicles wouldn't be a bad idea, just to get them over here to actually start mining this. It is just a long trip back though. A very long trip, and I don't know how. Oh no, they can get up straight on the beach there, and they'll get off this beach. So we should consider making a ramp down here so they can at least start getting over there a bit quicker instead of travelling from this side of the island. But that's alright. Looks like we are slowly getting there. It is being built up. Alright, let's get back to our refinery. So, for our slag, connect up our lines here. Make it nice and simple for it. We'll just connect straight up to there. Same thing there. And the same thing there. Reason why I'm really making the steel bigger is because eventually we'll be using more steel than we will iron. There's still some recipes that require iron, but a majority of them that we've already unlocked, for instance, like this, we're using steel for. Steel is even used to make our rail parts, as well as our tier 3 parts, and when we use steel, it would help with consuming less wood and concrete overall as well. We've got plenty of concrete, which is a very good sign. I do like that. There we go. We can actually see that there is sand being buried there. Alright, just slowly again. It looks like these guys have trapped themselves again, so there's only one excavator working again. So let's just cover these. That's working. Still researching bridges. Yeah, if we were to build a bridge up to here, it'd probably be a pretty cool idea. So then we completely knock this all out. Where would we start and how would we do it exactly if we're still clearing a lot of stuff? Thinking we'd probably loop it and connect over here somewhere. Alright, so we've mined all of our iron. Let's start digging into this stuff here. Okay, there goes our excavators. I don't know how much iron we have in our ore sorter. We have tons of it. And heaps of copper as well. And heaps of limestone. Heaps. So let's make a port here to send our limestone straight over as well. One less thing we'd have to, you know, even if we sent our coal over here as well. Coal could be a bit tricky because we haven't built this up yet. Let's set that level with the island there. You're getting a decently flat spot now. We do have the wood. Let's just have a look if we can get this tree here. No, so there's no valid path there. Where is our tree harvester? He's over here doing his own thing. Look at that. Wasn't that just beautiful? All of that copper. Old mate has even made himself stuck. Yeah, right, that is not good at all. Oh well, his unstuck himself and now apparently this guy's stuck. Can't win. Cannot win, but that is pure copper that's coming down, which is very good. I do love that. It looks like we're slowly building our potatoes there still. I really wish we set up this a bit differently. As a matter of fact, let's just quickly do that. And let's just unity it. Yeah, done, dusted. Okay. Straight into there, and you can go straight into there. Just unpause that stuff there. And let's see, there we go. We are producing our tier 2s again. I don't have many parts coming through, so let's unpause that so that can start getting built. Probably a bad idea that we got rid of that, but anyway, we're not really needing them. We're not using them to build anything. Well, they're not in any recipes. Do like the way this is going. Definitely progressing a lot more now. Right, anyway, let's connect these pipes up here as well. And what we'll even do is get rid of that so we can do the same thing there. Cool. Right, so now we need iron over here. Because we might as well move that over here as well. I'm just thinking though, iron could be a bit difficult. I'm going to keep the 2 set up because we seem to be thriving off the 2. So we can keep that. I'm trying to think how we don't lock up that area. Looks like our coal is full again. Hopefully we've been delivering. This buffer should be opening in 6 days. Cool. Let's just see how quick they stock it up. Should see all the trucks heading over now. And yeah, let's keep it so they just dump everything in here. It's what we want. Four months left. over halfway. Will they get it all there in time or not? That is the question. They certainly will. And that is with also all of these things that are requiring coal are actually full, which is also good. Now, how are we actually going for stone? It seems to be pumping out pretty quickly. Saying that, it is building it pretty quickly. We are getting 316 per month. Yeah. These transport 200 per minute. I need 30, 60, 90, 110, 120, sorry. So probably gonna have an issue with that. That's alright, because we'll be putting 2 lines on there anyway, so that will be fine. Yeah, that will work. Okay, so we've got our slag line there. I'm thinking we probably even turn these ones around here. So if we copy that same thing there and flip it. Oh yeah, okay. That's alright, we can keep it the same way. All we do is we rotate it. Now it's not going to want to connect onto there, and that's because we haven't put a attachment part on there. And we're going to run these up a level. And back onto itself. Because what I'm thinking is if we just break that real quick. Put the U-shaped balancer in there. And the priority is going to be that one there. Run this all the way along here. Connect that up there. Yeah, cool. So we definitely are building our parts up slowly. Actually, everything is all built up, which is good to see. Okay, so now... Actually, we don't really have much wood at all. We have little to no wood, but we do have a lot of construction parts here, so what we might do is now what I've seen few people do is they grab a conveyor and run it straight back into their system, so it's on a constant loop. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Looks like we're still slowly building our parts up here, but we are waiting on our tier 2 construction parts. Our tier 1 construction parts. That's alright, that will slowly get done. Ever so slowly, but once that is all built up, we will be pretty sweet. Anyway, let's have a look at our reputation. It is going up. It's good to see. We've only got 5,000 left on our interest. Now, can I add a 0 onto this? I certainly can. Let's just do 1,000 real quick. It's going to empty everything. All the trucks are going to be busy again. But that's 1,000 less. So we still have trucks backed up here. That's because we have so much coal still. What mine tower has things outside of its area here? Oh. That what's causing the issue? What about that one? Oh, there's no mining destinations. That's alright. We can certainly start doing something here. Set up a new dump spot here. And we can also just start mining into here as well. Start pushing back a little bit of another iron pickup. Yeah, cool. That will run and do its thing. Slowly but surely. Yeah, we do have a lot of limestone. I do want to get that limestone down there somehow. Just thinking if we followed this out for the rock, we are going to have to go over that conveyor belt there. We're going to have to go above the concrete with a similar setup to this. At the moment, we got trucks doing it. Let's leave it at that. Okay, now we've got the slag situation sorted. We're going to say the priority in will be the slag to get rid of it, so we can constantly be removing material. Okay, now what we need to do is our exhaust. Right, so our exhaust is 24 every minute, or 8 every 20 seconds. So if we have a look here at the smokestacks, we can put out 900. So that should be fine there. Okay. Now this line that's going to run is going to be directly in the middle. Or do we go something a bit more? No, let's go directly in the middle. We'll send it all the way to here. We can get one there, but we're not going to get a second one there. Okay, let's connect this end up here as well. Alright, so these ones here are going to be... this one here will be fine. This one here needs to move over. And the way we'll do these is we'll move these over one as well. Make everything somewhat symmetrical. I reckon it just looks a lot better. Okay, now that's that. Let's run it down to here to connect up with that. Okay, it looks like our storage is almost full, which is good to see. And you know what? I wonder if I can just help this out by getting trucks to pick up resources from here. Take these construction parts out. Let's just see how that goes. If they'll even do it. I'm not too sure if they will. Because I don't know if they can actually drive down there. Yeah, I don't think they will. Yeah, so let's say that they can't. But it is almost full. There we go. We can now start seeing our first little bits heading over. Seems like we're just constantly waiting on the wood here. It's more so just because we don't have the truck capacity. Actually, you know what? Because they're going all the way around the island, let's quickly just switch this up here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get them to mine. Let's get old mate to mine that out, and then he's heading over there, and then we'll mine this out afterwards. We'll connect it up. Means we're also going to have to go out there and probably go there as well. And it also means we're going to have to come out here as well. Which means we can also just clear out that little bit there, make sure they can get through. Okay, let's start. Yeah, we need trees. That is. Yeah, we need wood. Once we run out, we're going to be screwed, I think. So, how are we going over here? It looks like we're still slowly getting there. Just going to select this to mine. I do want all this looking nice and neat. And then we'll just create a little road onto there so they can access that. Cool. And once they start mining the sand, should be sorted then. Sweet. Alright. Yeah, how deep is this coal here? 21 layers in there. Still above, so yeah, there's 20 layers of coal there. 16 there's 12 there, so yeah, it is a bit of a deep hole, that. But yeah, once we get access to, we're actually almost there. Once we do get access to all this, we will be filling it back in, with rock, and also expanding, because we'll have a bit more room there. How are these going? They're still going pretty good. Had a look over here. These guys, we're over halfway to be able to get another house block there. Now, which one here has low food? I'm going to say it's most likely this one here. Doesn't have low food, it's just food hasn't been delivered, which is fine. Still got 89 months. I generally like to keep a population together. That way you have the, the right time for the whole thing. Or the time stays the same for the whole thing. Our pollution, air pollution's pretty strong. Also unboost that, it doesn't need to be boosted. And I'm sure this doesn't need to be boosted either. Well, actually, that definitely needs to be boosted, since we're not using it. So it definitely needs to be boosted. Let's have a look at how much oil we have left. 4,000 years. That is good to see. We've also explored there. We've got a bit of scrap, some rubber, some other bits and pieces as well. So let's explore that island while we're out here. We might even be able to possibly explore another one. Cool. Alright, well, I'm going to leave this episode here. Hopefully in the next episode we will be able to get this up and running. We're just waiting on these parts to be built, which they are very slowly. Oh, probably helps if we built this system. That is shocking. Okay, there we go. Now we've got the parts in here. Now it's building. Cool. We're actually backed up a little bit, which is cool to see as well. Yeah, we are definitely slowly getting there, slowly, but look, from where we were a couple episodes ago, our reputation is going up, we are able to pay it off, and the number is going down as well. We'll chuck another 1,000 on there. That will look a lot better, as well as our reputation's going up. So if we were to borrow coal for another 50 years, we still borrow 9,600. Not that I'm going to, but I just get a bit curious sometimes at having a look at these. Yeah, lifetime interest 17,000, so it is doubled. And I don't think it goes any lower than 5%, or maybe it goes down to 2%. I think, if I remember from a couple of other saves that I've had. Should be something like that. Anyway, our ship is heading back. Did take a little bit of damage in that battle, but you should see here that it's already repaired. I'm going to say it's because the iron that's in here, but yeah, so we've got iron scrap, we've got rubber, copper, vehicle parts, copper scrap. Getting quite a few different pieces. Let's upgrade this line. There we go. And have a little bit more there. Yeah, once we get the next tier of conveyors, if we have a quick look at that, which is, I believe here, pipes. Oh, it's all the way up here. Their throughput is 450. I don't think there's another tier after that for the conveyors. I think that's the fastest tier they go. Oh, we actually, yeah, once we get that, we can also get some more ship upgrades, which allows us to find some more things, which would be pretty cool. I'm so happy about this. This is saving so much time. Also works as a little bit of a stock hold as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you are enjoying the content, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as well as there will be a video coming out later today. Keep your eyes posted on the channel, as well as even if you hit that subscribe button and turn the notifications on to see, it's going to be some really important news, and I'm pretty excited to release it. Anyway, with that, thank you so much for watching. If you like if you like what you're seeing, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Helps me, helps the channel grow, and allows me to upload more content. But with all that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.